Hello everyone, gather round. Today I want to tell you a story about a boy named Siju. Siju was a boy who loved to sleep and dream all day. He lived in a small village surrounded by beautiful fields and hardworking people. But Siju was different. He was very lazy. Imagine a boy who would rather sleep than play, who would rather dream than help his family and friends. That was Siju. He thought, why bother doing anything when someone else will do it for me? Little did he know, his laziness would soon lead to big problems. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in the rolling hills of a lush countryside, there lived a boy named Siju. Siju was a lazy boy who loved to sleep and dream all day. He would often say, why bother doing anything when someone else will do it for me? His parents would scold him, but Siju wouldn't budge. He was content in his idle ways and saw no reason to change. One day, Siju's mother asked him to go to the market and buy some vegetables for dinner. But Siju was too lazy to go. He told his mother, why can't you go? I am tired today. His mother replied, if you don't go, we won't have any food for dinner. But Siju just shrugged and went back to sleep. The next day, Siju's father asked him to help with the farming. But Siju refused, saying, I am too tired, I need to rest. His father warned him, if you don't help, we will have no food for the year. But Siju just rolled over and snored louder. The villagers would often try to advise Siju, but he wouldn't listen. He was convinced that someone else would always do the work for him. But one day, a wise old man came to the village and saw Siju sleeping. He said, Siju my boy, laziness is a disease. If you don't work, you won't eat. Siju laughed and said, I am not lazy, I am just conserving my energy. The old man smiled and said, well, your energy will soon run out, and you will be left with nothing. And with that, the old man departed, leaving Siju to think about his words. At first, Siju dismissed the old man's words, but they lingered in his mind. He began to notice that his parents were working harder and harder, and that the villagers were starting to avoid him. He realized that no one wanted to be around someone who wouldn't lift a finger to help. From that day on, Siju slowly started to change. He began to help his parents with their work, and soon he was doing more and more every day. He helped with the farming, went to the market, and even started to learn a trade. And as he worked, he found that he had more energy and he was happier than he had ever been before. The villagers noticed the change in Siju and began to welcome him with open arms. They praised him for his hard work and encouraged him to keep going. Siju's parents were overjoyed to see their son finally taking responsibility for himself. The moral of the story is, hard work is the key to success, and laziness is just a disease that will leave you with nothing. Siju learned this lesson the hard way, but it changed his life for the better. He became a hardworking and successful member of the village, and he never forgot the wise words of the old man who had set him on the right path.